And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie Mercenaries.
Forgiveness is between them and God. It's my job to arrange the meeting.
For this list, we'll be going over the best and most compelling fighters, soldiers, or other individuals of similar type for hire throughout the history of popular cinema. They don't need to be mercenaries in a war setting, though. They could just be anyone who consistently gets paid to commit specific acts of violence and have no lasting allegiances. If there's an iconic soldier of fortune who was unfortunate enough to not make our list, please let us know in the comments.
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Number 10. Barney Ross, the Expendables franchise. The Expendables are an elite lot of mercenaries played by some of the action genre's most prominent stars. Every member of the group deserves recognition, but we had to go with their leader, Barney Ross.
Are you crazy? Could have killed me!
You're welcome!
Not only does the guy manage to wrangle a squad of the most extra fighters and killers in the world, but he's also skilled in combat and quick on the reload, as seen throughout the film series. Staunchly loyal and protective of those he cares about, Barney Ross is a good leader and a better friend. With more Expendables movies supposedly in the works, we hopefully haven't seen the last of Ross and his team.
You did pretty good.
Yeah? So when do I take over?
Keep trading.
Number 9. Vincent, Collateral. A hitman visiting Los Angeles, Vincent is hired to murder witnesses in the trial of a drug lord. Vincent hires and coerces a cabbie named Max to drive him around for the night as he takes out his 5 targets.
I'm not trying to piss you off or nothing like that, but I can't do this. I can't drive you around while you go around killing people, man. It ain't my job.
Tonight it is.
Although generally cautious and intelligent in the way he approaches his work, Vincent is also skilled in the art of improvisation. Armed with a nihilistic outlook, Vincent enjoys waxing philosophical about his views on life and the inherent selfishness of humanity.
Someday my dream will come. One night you'll wake up and you'll discover it never happened. It's all turned around on you. It never will. Suddenly you are old.
Vincent is deadly in combat and utterly without remorse. Still, we can't help but think he probably regrets getting into Max's cab by the end of the night.
Guy gets on the MTA here in LA, dies. They get it right on notice.
Number 8. Frank Martin, the Transporter franchise.
Seatbelts.
Frank Martin will transport anything for a price, no questions asked. Even, say, Vincent's briefcase in Collateral.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, mate. Don't worry about it.
You alright?
Enjoy LA.
Yes, that's actually Frank. Anyway, despite his calm professional nature, even Frank has a limit, and his movies often feature his employers asking too much of him or pushing him too far. They soon learn, to their cost, that Frank isn't just an expert driver with impeccable fashion sense. The man is also retired from SAS Special Forces. Whether he's using a car, a gun, or just whatever object is close at hand, Frank Martin kicks serious butt. The things Frank can do to a room full of goons with improvised weapons would make Jackie Chan blush. Number 7. Sanjuro, Yojimbo, and Sanjuro.
Yeah. 顔毛2つ. Yeah. 多分3つだ.
The man who calls himself Sanjuro is a nameless ronin or masterless samurai. Sanjuro owes allegiance to no one but tries to help where he can. In Yojimbo, he comes across a town with feuding crime families. Using his skills with a blade, he's able to get himself hired as a bodyguard.
まったくバカにつける薬はねえな.
By playing the crime lords off one another, he manages to bring peace to the town. Sanjuro, the sequel, sees him become involved with corrupt government officials in order to expose their wrongdoings.
てめえたちのおかげでとんだ摂取をしたぜ.
The ultimate gruff lone warrior archetype, Sanjuro is partially inspired by classic Western gunslingers, but also went on to inspire new Westerns in kind, specifically a famous unofficial remake.
My mistake. More coffins.
Number 6. Isidore Machete Cortez, Machete franchise and Spy Kids franchise. An ex-Mexican federale, Isidore Machete Cortez isn't picky about the jobs he takes on.
Machete's not responsible for nobody but Machete.
Whether it's babysitting his niece and nephew in their spy adventures or taking contract work from the U.S. government, Machete does it all. Except text.
You could have at least texted me.
Machete don't text.
As skilled with firearms as he is with his namesake weapon, Machete also invents plenty of gadgets.
Check it out, the very latest spy watch. Total communication center right there on your wrist. Cell phone, internet access, satellite TV, you name it. That baby will do everything but tell you what time it is.
And he's definitely got a certain way with the ladies. He's like a Mexican James Bond crossed with Q and Charles Bronson.
The man. The myth. The legend. I just want to know the legend inside and out.
A grizzled badass of the highest order, Machete may be in some ridiculous movies, but he's also ridiculously cool. Number 5. Beatrix Kiddo, Kill Bill.
Beatrix Kiddo.
Here.
Also known as Black Mamba or just The Bride, Beatrix Kiddo is an ex-international assassin who retires after becoming pregnant with her boss's baby. However, the titular Bill and his deadly Viper assassination squad don't believe in the concept of retiring, and so they attempt to murder Beatrix. After awakening from her coma, Kiddo sets out on a rampage of revenge to kill Bill and her other former colleagues.
And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
Possessing nearly superhuman skill in the art of samurai sword and unarmed combat, Kiddo is a veritable one-woman army. Given that she's able to slice her way through dozens upon dozens of people in her quest for revenge and survive being buried alive, Kiddo is one tough mama. Sorry, Mamba. Number 4. Deadpool, X-Men franchise. They don't call him the Merc with a mouth for nothing.
I know, right? Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie? I can't tell you, but it does rhyme with Pulverine.
Even before he gained mutant powers that let him heal from virtually every injury, Wade Wilson worked as a freelancer doing odd jobs, like dealing with stalkers.
Leave the book in her general direction again, and you will learn in the worst of ways that I have some hard spots too. That came out wrong.
But after becoming Deadpool, the irreverent anti-hero really steps it up.
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni!
In addition to tracking down the villains who disfigured him, Deadpool also takes contract work that pits him against dangerous international criminals. Deadpool is handy with his blades and quite the marksman. Still, his deadliest weapons are easily his razor-sharp wit and his ability to break the fourth wall.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
Number 3. John Wick, John Wick franchise. Don't believe the rumors. He's not actually the boogeyman. He's the one you send to kill the boogeyman.
Baba Yaga.
An ex-contract killer, John Wick is pulled back into his old life after the death of his wife and the loss of his dog. Other assassins react one of two ways when they face the hitman. They either tremble in fear or geek out at the prospect of fighting him. But both paths lead to the same conclusion: defeat. Wick's fights are legendary, whether he's using his fists, knives, or even a pencil.
I know, I've heard the story, sir.
Pencil? Who the can do that?
Oh, and he also uses
guns. Lots of guns.
If this were a list based purely on how deadly a character is, John Wick would be a contender for the top spot. Number 2. Boba Fett, Star Wars franchise. When most people think about bounty hunters in movies, one name often springs to mind first: Boba Fett. Among the galaxy's most notorious mercenaries, Boba Fett has taken many jobs, working for organized criminals like many Hutts and even the Empire itself.
But I want them alive. No disintegrations.
As you wish.
Sporting durable and weapon-filled Mandalorian armor, Fett's iconic look has earned him lasting fame among Star Wars fans and pop culture in general. Given how little he appears in the movies themselves, it's a testament to how cool Fett is that he's managed to become as popular as he has. Still, his role in expanded media has certainly helped. The more time we spend with Boba Fett, the greater his legend becomes. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Leon the professional. This cleaner has a heart of gold.
Aim for the heart and larynx. There, right there, you see?
William J. Johns, Pitch Black. In some ways, this bounty hunter is worse than the murderer he's transporting.
Battlefield doctors decide who lives and dies. It's called triage.
Kept calling it murder when I did it.
Either way, I figured something you can grab onto.
Major Alan Dutch Schaefer, Predator. Always ready with a quippy line, this son of a gun goes 1v1 against a predator.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
Bullet-Tooth Tony, Snatch. This bounty hunter certainly has a way with words and creative violence.
Driving down the street with your head stuck in my window. What do you think I'm doing, you penis?
Tyler Rake, Extraction. A Black Ops mercenary who gets in over his head.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Seven Samurai. Seven Samurai. In this classic film, a village being harassed by bandits turns to 7 masterless samurai to protect them. This group of mercenary ronin are so archetypal and influential that in the decade since the film was released, the Seven Samurai plot has spread throughout pop culture. Still, of the countless characters that the Seven Samurai have inspired, none have ever been able to match the original ragtag team of warriors for hire. Maybe this is because the film's epic length allows us to get to know them better, or maybe it comes down to the performances. Then there's director Akira Kurosawa's brilliant work behind the camera. Whatever the reason, these 7 samurai are cinema's greatest mercenaries.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
God, the place to conform.